Hello and welcome to one of our final random drawing winner showcase videos for the 2018 Morrowind Modathon modding competition. It's been a long month and we've had a ton of mods submitted, but we're coming close to the end here. And by the end of next week, I think we should be finished with, these little showcase videos. But anyway, today we're going to be focusing on Bitter Coast Redux I, Landscape Textures by CptJoker, a rather big texture replacer mod that covers all the landscape textures for the Bitter Coast region. And before we start here, you can of course, find the download links for this mod down below. And just real quick, I'm still, messing around with how we record the audio here. Today I'm actually not using a pop filter, and I don't know what that's going to do with the audio recording. I mean, usually I use a pop filter, so I don't know, maybe it sounds worse, maybe it sounds alright, who knows. Just let me know in the comments below if you think it sounds, really bad. And starting out here, Bitter Coast Redux I Landscape Textures is the first part of what's going to be a series of mods overhauling the graphics of the Bitter Coast region. And to be honest, this is a project I'm pretty excited for because we haven't really had a complete regional overhaul for the Bitter Coast region before. Apel's Bitter Coast Textures is probably the closest we've come to that before, but that really didn't, cover everything. And it even left a few landscape textures, out. So I'm extremely, optimistic about what CptJoker has planned in the future, which will apparently include a flora overhaul and a few new landscape additions here and there. But as far as this first mod goes, it just covers the landscape textures of the Bitter Coast terrain here, as well as the scum textures that you'll see in the various, swamps and ponds here. And I am also using CptJoker's first Modathon mod, Swamp Rocks here as well, which covers the terrain rocks of the Bitter Coast region, and which apparently is already also included in this mod. So this first part of the Bitter Coast Redux series already covers quite a bit of stuff, visually speaking. And now for the first part of our showcase video, we're just going to be taking a look at these textures with a Vert's ground cover, just to show you how they look with a bit of grass on them. But in just a minute or two, we will also be looking at the bare ground terrain textures here as well, so you can better appreciate the texture detail, that's just here. And anyway, there's a lot to like here, and this has quickly become my favorite Bitter Coast region overhaul mod. The texture work here is just simply sublime, and really quite, vibrant, with just some rich and colorful greens for the terrain here, and also some really fantastic road and coastline textures that I, just quite enjoy. And now personally, I'm using the 2K resolution textures for this showcase here, which are again, quite beautiful and highly detailed. But this mod does also come with a number of different resolution options, including 1K, 512, and 256. So depending on your machine and your, performance limitations, there's something for pretty much everyone. Just providing even more of an incentive to, check this mod out, even if you're on an older machine. And now we're just going to real quick take a look at these textures under more, normal conditions, without a ground cover or anything like that, so you can better appreciate the detail here. And again, you've got a lot of greens, some slightly darker green grass, green rocks, a mixture of different types of green terrain, and also, a green scum covering the ponds here, though you'll notice that they don't completely cover the swamps here, so you'll still, see a bit of water shining through. And I do believe this mod also replaces the mud textures for the Bitter Coast region as well, which obviously aren't quite as green. And while this is clearly a pretty big upgrade for the textures here from a visual and, resolution standpoint, I do think they're, still fairly vanilla friendly. They mostly keep the same color scheme, though again these textures are more, vibrant. And if I'm remembering everything correctly, Vanilla Morrowind had some pretty, very muted and bland textures for the Bitter Coast, a sort of muggy brown for the roads and muted greens for the, overall terrain. Whereas with Bitter Coast Redux, you've got a lot more, just sort of color going on. And the roads here, while they're still, clearly dirt-based, are much more just scenic looking. And all in all, this is just a great replacer package, and I can't wait to see some more from CptJoker. As I've already said, this is now my favorite Bitter Coast retexture mod. It's just incredibly beautiful and scenic, and I'd love to see what future mods in this series will do with the flora and landscape additions and all that. And this is definitely a project that's both, worth checking out in-game yourself, and to keep an eye out for additional updates in the future. But that's pretty much it for this showcase video here. We should be back on Sunday with another Modathon showcase, so until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.